My name's Roman Hamilton, and gosh, I don't know how many years I've been using Band, but we've been Band users for several years and love the app. I'm the pastor of a church. Our church is called Poplar Bluff Missionary Baptist Church. We are a missionary Baptist church. And so we're kind of figuring out what does it mean to be mission minded. And we were looking for a means of keeping our people connected when we do announcements, when we do special events, a church calendar, just kind of a means of like keeping everybody in the loop. And of course, you saw me drinking out of this neon green. This is a Yeti, but our church colors are neon green. And so when we were looking for an app or a way to keep everybody connected, I stumbled across Band, and that green logo captured my attention. And it was free. And so I thought, well, why not? And man, we just fell in love with the usability, the ease, the accessibility of the app. And yeah, we do announcements, we do church calendar. We are able to upload photos onto and create albums, and just a lot of different ways to keep people connected. Like when we do events at church, like fellowship events, we'll do sign up sheets. One of the things that I've been trying to promote here recently as a pastor is like special fellowship events. We just had a homemade ice cream fellowship that we did on Wednesday night. And, we were needing signups. I mean, we could post it on Facebook, everybody invited, but on Band, we were saying, hey, we need signups. We need this much chocolate ice cream. We need this much strawberry ice cream. We need people to bring spoons and cups and whatnot. And so that was something that we did recently. We want to be a church that is keeping up with trends and staying relevant in this modern age. And um, everybody's on their phones, everybody's doing stuff nowadays. And that was how we felt it best to keep people connected. Like some of the old timey churches around here, when they do a prayer line, they call everybody. When you're keeping like a church calendar, one person will keep it and it'll be kept on the church wall. But this way, it's kept digitally. And again, you can set reminders on the calendar, and it's just a way to keep everybody connected. We can put pictures in albums. People can look at those, and if they wasn't there, then they can still browse the albums if they want to. The most recent poll that we ran, one of our deacons was wanting to change service times from starting at 10 to starting at 9. And I told him, I was like, we don't need to do that. But anyway, he put out that everybody's like, no, we don't want to change. I'll tell you something else that I really like is the fact that you can have admins and co-admins, and you can restrict, you have to approve what gets posted, because I'm real particular about what gets put in the feed. And when somebody asks a stupid question, I don't want to put that in the main feed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to approve that post. That used to happen. It was just open to anybody. But now, like, we have to approve the posts. Comment, we kind of leave those wide open. But yeah, I don't approve stupid posts. We have a praise team group. We have a ladies group. We have a deacons group. We have a youth group. We have a VBS group. We have various ministries. And within the app, we might have a chat group. That way, it doesn't alert or notify everyone. And within each chat group, you can kind of determine or add the people that you want to add. Now, I have had somebody or some people within the church like, these notifications are going off too much. Well, you can disable notifications, but for the most part, we try not to spam people. We only want to put out relevant information. And like another thing is when we're doing like a prayer line, when there's a crisis or a situation, or we need to kind of keep everybody updated, we'll post that in the feed, and people can also comment. And I mean, like I said, it's a great app to keep our people connected. The only negative feedback I've ever got is from people that talk about like the notifications. Sometimes the notifications, just it can go off a lot if you're not careful. But I mean, I've told people, you can disable those if you don't want them, if you don't like it. Of course, again, not everybody's as tech savvy as I am. That's the only feedback that I've got from people. And I have had some people when it's like, well, I didn't know. And I was like, well, did you check your band? Well, I've got notifications turned off because I didn't like hearing what it was like. Well, that's the only negative feedback. It's kind of our one-stop shop. If you want information about our church, that's where you get it. If you want to be in the know, if you want to have current information, that's it. Like now I don't post devotionals in there. We don't do scripture or Bible study in there. It's just I want it to be relevant information, so that it's direct, it's straight to the point. We try not to spam people or get on people's nerves. And I think that's also been a key to our success. Like when we post something on the band and that notification goes off, I want people to be like, oh, I probably need to check that out. The reason that I liked Band was because of no ads. It was a free app. Of course, I understand the need for ads, but I'm thankful that they're not like annoying and they're not gotcha ads where if you accidentally put your finger in the wrong place and it's like you get a pop up or whatever, they're kind of subtly in there. And so I'm okay with that. I want the developers, obviously making money, being successful. I get the need for ads. And I had seen where I thought about doing away with the ads. I use Band a ton, but the apps have not been so egregious and annoying. That's made me like, so it's subtle, but there used to be some of the apps that we used that the ads were just a bad experience because of the ads. But Band is great. Band literally does everything that we need it to do. Any group, Band is a perfect option to communicate, to share information, to organize. The support is listening to feedback and constantly making updates. I don't know that I've ever had the app crash on me. And any bugs that's ever happened, like there's constant updates. And so like every time there's a new update, I'm like, I gotta do that, from a band. I love it. So as a pastor, communicating with your church, your flock, a leader of an organization, you want to be able to communicate effectively and for people to hear directly from you. And Band is a closed network. It's a closed group where you can share directly with your people. You can share information. You can schedule events. You can do signups, and it's all in-house with people that are specific to your group. Yeah, you can share that stuff on Facebook. Yeah, you can share that stuff on Twitter, but that's mostly public. The reason that I like Band is because it's our people and it's the people that we want in there. And people can give feedback. They can make comments to your post. They can upload pictures. You can add events to a calendar. And whoever the administrator is, the leader of the organization, you can set privileges for what people can and can't do. And I mean, it works great for our church and for our group. And most importantly, it's free. Like the app is free. Like to me, it's a no-brainer. And it's an app that I've used for many years and have always had a great experience with this app and will continue to use it for the foreseeable future.